Wait, I haven't. You know what? I haven't done a singing intro in a while. Let me fix that real quick. Raise the bar to the stars. I'm up all night to get some. She's up all night for good fun. That wasn't the one I meant to do, but oh! I'm all busted up. This will happen. Cause this time, is she ultraviolet? Is she disturbed? I better tell her that it all over again. Oh God, she's killing me. Love is true. For now I'll lie around. Hell, that's all I can really do. Dookie is pretty good. Dookie's been on my mind lately. I just love Dookie Dookie Dookie. Man, my voice isn't already doing too good today, and I'm deciding to sing and record a video. I'm not the smartest guy around. Hello everyone, welcome to another installment of the Weezer Seconds, where I look at a Weezer album on Wednesday, Thursday, Monday, Bladder Day, I don't know. We're just running it. We are finally out of demo territory, thankfully, because the demos we were listening to were very uneventful. At least there's some cool covers in the last video with the Ratitude and Hurley stuff. But now we are going from demos to B-sides. At least we're finally back on Spotify too, because man, getting stuff off of YouTube feels very, very wrong. After the wake of the Ratitude Hurley debacle, we are now heading back to Spotify to look at an album I pretty much skipped over in the initial Weezer Wednesday run, mainly because it technically isn't super significant to the Weezer timeline, I guess. I don't know. But it's still here, it's still on Spotify, and some people still want to see it. So we are going to be looking at the compilation album known as deathtofalsemetal. I think it's I think that's what they call it. They call it a compilation album because it's like a bunch of B-sides and whatnot that they just put into an album. And yeah, so I don't know if I'd want to like critique this as an album by itself because it's technically not an album. Who knows? We'll just see. At this point with this whole demo B-sides timeline we're in right now, we're basically just seeing if any of these songs are good. We don't really care about the overall product of an album because it's not it's not the Blue album, it's not Ratitude, it's not Hurley. It's just some extras that we left on the cutting floor and we're finally picking them up because we like to keep our area clean. I guess we'll just head into the Genius lore and see what it has to say for us. As you can see, a compilation of unreleased tracks spanning from the late 90s to 2010. Mostly comprising of outtakes from 2005's Make Believe. Oh man, okay. I'm noticing here that there's a few tracks that are in here, but not on Spotify. I'm assuming it's on YouTube. Oh brother. Okay, they are on YouTube. I guess we'll look at them. Let's see what these Spotify tracks have to offer for us first though. Oh, she does it all over again. Oh gosh, she's killing me. Such a good album. It's a pretty sick album cover. I like the painted art style. Pretty sick. And there's no Weezer logo to be found anywhere. Wow. Alright. Deathtofalsemetal. Weezer. It says January 1st here, but Genius says November 2nd, 2010. 10 songs, but there's more obviously on YouTube. About half an hour. Track number 1, Turning Up the Radio. Crunchy. What? What? Not a fool. Back off! Oh! Oh! Yeah! Turn it, turn it, turn it, turn it. Oh, I don't want to do that. No complaint. He's got style. Oh, okay. We're actually doing that beat. Van Weezer? The Mohawks? turn it, turn it. Yeah, don't stop, DJ. Yeah! Turn it, let me hear you shout it. Turn it, burn. God, my voice is gonna be so fucked by the end of this weekend. I have so much stuff I'm doing this weekend. Alright, well, that was a pretty fun little tune. What does crunchy ATS5 mean? Rivers started the song with a shout out to two main contributors to the song, Kemp and Crunch It Ties, shortened to Crunchy, wrote key lyrics to the song in his reply video to Rivers. What?
Frequencies, sound waves, rocking out all night and listen to my 80s radio.
Dude, reply videos, man. That just screams old YouTube. ATS5 created the main bulk of the music with his reply video. The two were noted in Rivers' Step 7B video update on the song process.
Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. We're gonna step to the side. 7B. Refinement of the materials.
I can tell this was Rivers because, well, obviously, look at him. Look at him. That is as Rivers can be. But I'm pretty sure one of the oldest Weezer videos is Rivers talking like this to the camera in that deep voice. Like, I don't know if anyone's gonna remember this, but it's like if, like, Fred's parents or whatnot, you know, the off-screen characters. Yeah.
At hand. What I'm talking about is, it's a split decision. We're either gonna go right with Richie Starkey, a very clear, articulate, goes down easy type of lyric. Not saying Richie Starkey is a wuss, mind you. Oh no. So we can't properly judge the fudge.
Judge the fudge.
Fine. I mean, all is fair in love, in war, and in songwriting, but we need to get back on track. Lickety-lack, don't talk back.
What? What did he just say?
Best friend's name. Lickety-lack. On the other hand, we could go to the left.
This little punk.
Punk?
My friends, my little chickens, my monkeys, my home dog.
Honestly, that is a pretty sick pass. Okay. What were we doing again? Oh yeah. Holy crap. That was so old school YouTube. I should start doing my videos like that. Just edit all of my audio tracks. A lot of these lyrics weren't written by Rivers, but by a sort of contest he did on YouTube. The idea for the song was about an outcast who had a strong connection to the music he listened to. The original title was 80s Radio, a reference to the Pavement song Frontwards by one of the fans who contributed lyrics to this song. The result of the Let's Write a Song project hosted by Rivers himself on his YouTube channel. The project had his fans work together on a huge collaboration to write a song. In total, the project took roughly 3 months and spanned 16 videos and 16.5 steps. The title of the song went through several changes throughout the writing process. Originally, Rivers chose the title submission of 80s Radio, which then changed to We're Turning Up the Radio, Turn It, and eventually Turn It. The title obviously changed once more when the release time came around. Rivers originally said in an interview that he would add the song to Weezer's 7th studio album. Wouldn't the 7th album be Blue, Pinkerton, Green, Maladroit, Make Believe, Hurley? No, I'm so dumb! Ratitude. It would have been on Ratitude. Holy crap. Honestly, wouldn't it be the voice track on Ratitude? Yeah, I mean, how many times has it been documented that Rivers has used the fans, internet forums to have a hand in the creative process, which is pretty cool considering their lore and how they've gotten on the scenes. But yeah, anyway, that was cool. Alright, next track. I Don't Want Your Lovin'. Well, too bad, I guess. Hold up, wait. Aww. I know. Aw, you're too kind, Rivers. What? Wait, what? Fuck! So, and what? And what? I mean, my throat is a little bit of fucked. What the fuck? This song's kind of grimy. Wow, this is actually going on the Weezer Wednesday highlights. Yes, this is actually a banger. Wow, okay. Look at Rivers standing up for himself, not wanting to be another number in the long list of people this person has dated. He's above that. He's above that. He's not willing to be another cog in the machine, another sheep. And I bet this person was fuming when they heard that Rivers was rejecting them, or, you know, didn't want anything to do with them. Cause that ego, man, I bet that ego was inflated. Alright, cool. Next track, Blowin' My Stack. True. What? Okay. Woo. Rivers, you should probably invest this money. Yeah, but think of the long term, man. Think of the long term financial plan. Okay, who cares about a plan when the solo's fucking right now? True. Hello? It makes them feel good. Wow, okay. Is he talking about money here? The lyric seems to have a double meaning. The first is the classic meaning of the phrase to blow one stack, which, in American slang, dates back to the 19th century from steamships. These ships featured smokestacks or funnels, which are used to expel boiler steam and smoke or engine exhaust. Before pressure release valves were invented, steamships would often blow their stacks. The second possible meaning refers to the guitar amplifier stacks, which are basically an amp head and amplifier without a speaker, combined with one or more cabinets, passive speakers, which received powered signals from an amplifier. An amp may blow, become damaged or inoperable for various reasons, including voltage mismatches, etc. This lyric then implies that Rivers is letting off some steam by plugging in his guitar into his stack and turning it all up to 11. I thought he was talking about just buying shit, you know, materialistic stuff. You know, he's got the money for it. I mean, he's in Weezer. Okay. Well, time to move on. Losing my mind. Cut my life into pieces.
For action.
Action?
Trying to find a day.
Well.
I care no more.
I know what you did there.
Felt once before. I'm going insane.
Hello, Brian.
My life. Things gonna be fine. Down the drain. And I have nothing anymore.
Yeesh. Yeah, this is the most existential crisis slumps I've heard Rivers in. You can tell this is from the make-believe era. At least before he got out of the depression, because Jesus, man. This is a depressing one. Well then. What a very depressing one. Next track, Everyone. Hey. Let him cook? What? What? A bong? We're all on drugs, baby. And he means everyone. All of us. All on drugs. Give me some of that stuff. Get some of that stuff. Ready? Dude, this bass playing though. He can't see straight. He can't see straight. Can't see straight. Wow. The bass was loud and clear here. Also, speaking of the bass, has anyone seen that headline, that news article about the bassist Scott Schreiner's wife getting shot by police? Yeah, that article was freaking insane. It was something like there was a hit and run and then the driver was running away, and then apparently Scott Schreiner's wife was trying to defend herself, but I guess something escalated to another point where the cop had to freaking shoot her in the shoulder, and I think she got posted a like $1 million bail, which is a hefty amount of doubloons. Scott said they're okay, and they performed at Coachella like the next day, so hopefully everything's alright with them. I don't know. At least no one died, because that would have been a whole nother tragedy. But still. Anyway, back to the song. It was, okay. Like, it was heavy, and it was kind of sick instrumentally wise, but that's where the pros kind of end. Originally recorded in 1998 and rumored to be inspired by Nirvana, I can definitely see that. Everyone was not released until a decade later. The new recording featured a guitar solo and additional vocals. According to frontman Riverscuomo, the song was just too hardcore, heavy metal to be on a Weezer record at the time. That's why we set it aside. So I worked on that some more recently in the studio and put some crazy vocal moments on it. It is pretty hardcore, I could see the potential there. Alright, next track. I'm a Robot. I hope not, that'd be kinda sad. Okay. Woohoo! Shout out the public transport. Yep. Okay. Oh no. Okay, well, honestly, I was a little bit on edge on this one because it's like, I can kind of see why they tossed this one to the side. It's a little moving piano track, and then a guitar solo out of nowhere, and I'm like, okay. As the song went on, it kind of won me over. It's not your typical Weezer song by any means. The only thing that could possibly resemble Weezer here is the guitar solo, and I guess the goofy execution of the lyrics, yet it's a very relatable, dark lyrical topic. Get to your 9-to-5 desk job, brought away. I'm pretty sure Rivers did not want to be that man. Who knows how many people do not want to be that person, but you gotta make your money somehow. You gotta pay bills. Very, I guess, relatable song? Honestly, it wasn't that bad. After being forced through the same rotation of mundane tasks every day, the protagonist of this song has become an emotionless husk of his former self, being unable to deal with anything that isn't part of his daily ritual. You know, there's a song for that on OK Human. Same Aluko B, walking down Montana. Whoa. Okay, well, we're a decade early for that, but still, this woof was provided by Weezer bassist Scott Schreiner.
Give my dog a bone.
Okay. Sweet. Alright, next track, Trampoline. Okay, we're getting back to the guitar songs. What am I thinking? What could I possibly be thinking, Rivers? Okay, that's not really what I was thinking, but okay. Shoot! Trampoline, you're on my mind. Trampoline, you're on my mind. Man, get off his trampoline, man, before you break your goddamn back. Or don't, who cares? Next track, Odd Couple. Woo!
PC, you got a Mac.
Hell yeah.
The other people I could see never make me happy.
Happy.
The couple is what
Woo!
I'm feeling that we share is true. To strangle your neck or write you a check. There's only so
What?
much more. Little heartbeats when I am holding you to be the odd couple is what we are.
Why are we adding that? Woo!
The couple is what the same feeling that we share is true. I don't mean you disrespect,
Whoa, what the hell? Is Red Album Weezer back?
but maybe that's a chemistry that takes us to the top. You then I would be afraid.
Came to be. Ready? It's coming, it's coming.
Odd couple is
Woo!
do. The odd couple
Woo!
the odd couple.
Wow. Well, I guess that's one way to write a love song. Having that many differences. We are so happy in everything we do. The Odd Couple, woo, is what they're saying of you and me, but we know the feeling that we share is true. Yeah. So we might look like we have a lot of differences. We might have a lot of differences, but the only thing that matters is the love we have for each other. Cause my goodness, that is something both of them can be one-to-one on. What did Weezer say about The Odd Couple? Carl Koch? I'm pretty sure I've seen your name before. Close friend and unofficial fifth member of Weezer remarked on the song, "I like this song a good deal. It was a clever, apparently autobiographical song, which I assume was about him and his wife. It was funny, again, piano bass, not rock." I mean, there's some guitars here. And apparently Genius says it was produced by Rick Rubin, and Rick Rubin doesn't have the best track record for Weezer, but, you know, honestly, besides the woo and the after saying Odd Couple, honestly, that wasn't that bad of a song. It was kind of fun. It was a little cute. It had that sort of vibe that would be on the Red Album, but I think it's just the way Rivers sings it. Alright, second to last track, Autopilot. Hello?
Two fried eggs.
Good protein.
Autopilot, pissing me off. All the things they leave, impressed by what I see.
Whoa, okay. Are you looking at this shit?
It's pissing me off.
Okay. There's passion in this water. Why did that Loki sound like auto-tune for a second? That is auto-tune, isn't that? Is that a little bit of auto-tune? A voice corrector? Okay, well this is definitely a vocal effect. What is this song, man? Yeah, this one isn't doing it for me. The song's pissing me off. Yeah, it's not moving me that much. Of course, the instrumental, whatnot. Alright, but last track, Unbreak My Heart. Can this be salvaged? We're starting off kind of strong. Perfect situation.
Out in the rain, there's a way, unkind. Unbreak my heart, dry these tears. Oh, that sad word goodbye. Yet the day you left, oh, without you here beside me.
Okay.
Don't leave me out in the rain.
Unbreak my heart. Okay. Wow. That was actually pretty good. That was pretty good. It had that like saddening rock ballad that would usually be on the end of Weezer albums at this point. Well, Make Believe and beforehand. Well, okay, besides Green. Anyway, yeah, it has that sort of feel. More specifically, it combines Haunt You Every Day and Perfect Situation, as well as like something that would be on Songs from the Black Hole. Like this feels like a song that would be included in that scrapped project, you know, with Jonas and Maria and whatnot, you know, that whole love situation. And yeah, I could see it fitting in that project well here, or well there. And you know, it's not a bad song. It's not a bad song. I don't think it could really replace something like Perfect Situation or Haunt You Every Day had it been on Make Believe. Out of the three, I would see this one being scrapped in comparison to those other two songs. And it's not like, you know, it's not like if you just add this and took out like a shittier song off of Make Believe, it would like, I don't want to say it will like instantly upgrade the project, because if you had this and Perfect Situation and Haunt You Every Day, it'd probably feel a little bit derivative of both of those two songs, so it wouldn't really, I'd say, boost the overall experience of Make Believe. Maybe it might, but not to a significant extent. It would make it better though, because it is a good song, and if you took out a shittier song, then, you know, there'd be less shit on it, if you get what I'm saying. Oh, it's not even it's not even an original Weezer song. It's a cover of Tony Braxton's 1996 song, Unbreak My Heart. Rumor has it that the song just about made the cut for Make Believe. Oh, well, 1996, well, yeah. Yeah, okay. Well, I guess good cover. I guess that's a pretty good cover. Before I give my thoughts, I guess we'll just look at what these couple bonus tracks are. It's Yellow Camaro and Outta Here. We've already listened to Michael and Carly, because that was from the Blue Deluxe. Look at our boy, back at it, our boy Weezer Demos. Let's see what you got for us. Yellow Camaro. God bless the U.S. Assembly line. Political commentary from Brian Bell. Yeah, that guitar solo kind of came and went. Camaro. Well then, currently an album 5 demo written by Brian Bell that was rewritten and re-recorded nearly a decade later as a bonus track to the Weezer album Death of False Metal. The song has also been reworked by Bell's side project Space Twins. Oh, wow, a lot of these guys have side projects, huh? When the wheels are in motion for good times, God bless the US. Okay, this might be literally just be talking about a car. Yellow is a very common color for modern Camaros after the release of Transformers, which features Bumblebee, a transformer that has a yellow Camaro with black stripes in its car form, similar to the above photo. Hell yeah. I guess Brian was caught up in that Transformers hype. You know, I wish I could say the same, but I haven't watched that many movies to tell you what. If you thought my music bag wasn't deep, oh, my movie bag is way worse. Alright, let's see the last one. Does Weezer Demos have our last track Outta Here? Wow, does he not have it? Wow. Okay. Sorry, Weezer Demos. Death to False Metal videos suck?
Now, I've made many videos on metal elitists during my time on YouTube, and those videos have helped give me a very positive...
Is this about Weezer, or like... Okay, I don't think this guy's talking about Weezer. Last track, Outta Here. Apparently a Japan bonus track. Stupid. Wow, that synth at the end kind of, you know, I'm so tall. All right, yeah, but that was okay. Okay, I guess that was Death to False Metal. Yeah, if you just want more Weezer material, there's some stuff here. I don't know how you'd want to analyze it. It's literally just the Weezer seconds in album form. It's just extra stuff, extra material that if you want to see, it's here. Which yeah, okay, it's cool. And there are some good songs here, like Blowin' My Stack, Odd Couple, Unbreak My Heart. But you know, if you put these on some official albums, you know, it doesn't really like tip the scale either or way. Maybe like on the lower tier Weezer albums, but you're kind of just in an uphill battle from there. I will say though, a lot of these do feel like a slight precursor to what would become Van Weezer, because I can't believe you had riverscuomo saying that some songs were too hardcore for them in the late 90s, considering what they would do with Maladroit. Yeah, it's just another example of, wow, time really could change your point of view on certain things. If you want to check it out, it's there. It's not really important that much to the grand scheme of Weezer's discography. It's just like a little bonus for being a Weezer connoisseur, I guess. I don't want to say this like, oh, this is like a hidden gem, man. A lot of more fans need to be talking about it, because I mean, you don't really have to. It's nothing too significant where you should check it out. But if you do want more Weezer material, because you know they haven't really released anything in a couple years, if you don't count Blue 30, then you know it's here. But it's not like, I'm assuming if you've already been listening to Weezer as long as Weezer fans have, then you probably you probably spun this album way too many times than you really need to. So yeah, it's all right. It's all right. I will say though, Autopilot might be a pretty bad song. It feels like something that would definitely be on the actual Make Believe album. It's just, I don't know. The chorus is not doing anything for me. The instrumentation is not doing anything for me. You kind of have the lyrical theme about that on I'm a Robot, so it's not like you can have multiple songs with similar themes. It's just that, you know, I'm a Robot kind of just did what Autopilot did, but better, if that makes any sense. But we're kind of just comparing freaking B-sides at this point, so it's not really too crazy, but it's there. Cool. With that being said, thank you for watching another Weezer Wednesday in the books. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. You know the drill. Watch my other Weezer videos if you want to. Watch my non-Weezer. I'm gonna redo that. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. You know the drill. Watch my other Weezer related videos if you want to. Watch my non-Weezer related videos if you want to. Subscribe to my second channel, Root2. Subscribe to the Patreon if you want to. I don't know if I've already mentioned that on actual video recording, but you know, subscribe to those if you want to. Of course, with the Patreon, you're gonna have to pay a couple bucks, but that's if you have the resources to do so. I'm not forcing you to do such. But it does have extra uncut reaction material that I will get up eventually. It's mainly just a Weezer video so far, but slowly but surely, it's all by myself. I don't have a team behind me. But anyway, subscribe to those if you want to. Subscribe to this channel, please. And what's next on the Weezer Seconds schedule? Well, we're probably heading back to YouTube territory, because we're looking at another demo pack. We're going to be looking at the Everything Will Be Alright in the End, like, precursor, Ecce Homo. There's a lot of versions on it. I don't know which one to look at. One of these two, I don't know. We'll see. And yeah, well, I guess we'll get to see how things looked like before we got to the 2014 album. Hopefully we get to see some pretty interesting processes, because man, that album was one of the biggest sparking points of Weezer's revival in the 2010s, early 2010s. But still, hopefully it'll be interesting. As we've noticed, the recent demo videos haven't been all that crazy, but we'll see. Especially since Everything Will Be Alright in the End was a good album, really good album. And yeah, I guess we'll see. All right, thanks for the support. Subscribe, please. Okay, bye.